The UK is facing a dark winter, with coronavirus cases soaring. For Kate Munro, the need to get home has never been more pressing. The 28-year-old from Morwell in country Victoria has been living and working there for the past 3 years.
I've studied over here and I've been able to build a career here, but now it's time for me to come home because my circumstances have changed.
Earlier this month, the government announced an extra 20 repatriation flights between January and March. Last week, Australians were sent this email from the Department of Foreign Affairs, directing them to book seats on 2 Qantas flights from London to Darwin.
When I got the email for the flight, it was, it's hard to explain. All mixed emotions that come through. I called my family straight away. I'd been in tears, crying, thinking that I was going to be coming home on the 30th of January or the 1st of February.
But that all changed within seconds.
And then once I got through to the booking page, I had gone through all the criteria of putting in your personal details. And once I got to the payment information, an error had occurred and that flight was just gone.
Kate is one of the 5,000 Australians who the government deems vulnerable and, according to the government's own criteria, should be prioritised.
It was heartbreaking to, see that you had a flight and then to have that taken away with you within seconds.
Frustration is growing over the fairness of the system, which some stranded Australians are calling the Hunger Games. Other cases deemed vulnerable have told 730 they also missed out on repatriation seats. Qantas says the error page was due to the high volume of bookings at the same time.
It feels like they may as well have just drawn us all out of a hat.
Just outside London in Essex, another Australian listed as vulnerable, Kate Mills, is struggling to return home. The 20-year-old from Brisbane has been in the UK since late 2019, when she went to visit her grandfather.
I thought I was going home in March, July, September, even I was hoping maybe December, January, and now we're at the end of January.
Kate has a pre-existing medical condition, and in early 2020 she fell ill with COVID. She's now recovered, but still feeling the long-lasting effects, and she's out of work.
I've had to couch surf around my friends' houses and, pay 2p for noodles every day.
It's left Kate's mum, Kieran, fraught and confused in Brisbane.
I miss you.
Yeah, we'll get you home soon, my girl. We just got to, keep trying. You try and sort of continue on as normal and not think about how far away she is and not think about the dangers she could possibly be in, and because if you do, you fall to pieces. I don't see how they're prioritising a vulnerable person, because she's listed as a vulnerable person and she's done everything they've asked her to do.
When Kate went to the Qantas repatriation website, economy seats were sold out. The only option was a business class ticket at nearly £5,000, or about $8,500.
It got to put your card details in, and it was total is 4,900, and I was just like, I can't afford that.
I feel that if you've got money, you've got more chance of getting home. I personally think it would be better to allocate a seat for everyone on their list and just boom, 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 boom. You're on this flight, you're on that flight, and just get, I can't see how it's not easy to do that.
Australians stranded overseas are beginning to doubt the worth of their citizenship, and some legal minds say Australia's limits on the number of international arrivals reach the right of citizens to return home.
Australians, by virtue of the fact that they are Australians, are entitled to return.
Human rights advocate Jeffrey Robertson argues a complaint to the United Nations would succeed.
Because Australia is denying thousands of people their right to enter, then I would have thought that a successful application could be filed tomorrow at the Human Rights Commission in Geneva.
We have confidence that the arrangements put in place are justified, legal and appropriate.
Since early 2020, the government has organised 150 repatriation flights with Qantas around the world.
Seats are offered on a case-by-case basis initially to some of those in the most extreme or difficult circumstances who are receiving financial hardship payments or have very unique and compelling stories in relation to their difficulties.
As the total number of stranded Australians rises slightly to 39,000 people and border restrictions expected to remain indefinitely, the government is warning they could be stuck for a long while.
There shouldn't be an expectation that that is going to move to zero anytime soon.
More repatriation flights will be available up until March, but for vulnerable Australians like Kate Mills in the UK, it seems it'll be simply good luck if she lands one.
I feel quite alone in this country. Maybe one day I'll get home to my mum.
Just really want to get her home, that's all. Get my baby home.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.